Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher has welcomed the Reds' decision not to accept government money, saying he was delighted by their U-turn on furloughing staff. On Saturday, the club said they were going to apply to the government's taxpayer-funded job retention scheme during coronavirus crisis, sparking a fierce backlash. Liverpool dramatically reversed their decision to accept government funding on Monday night, and now a host of big names have spoken out about their reversal. Carragher told Sky Sports, "My hope was that there was enough time to reverse this decision. I was angry. At this moment Liverpool are top of the league, world champions, they tick so many boxes. People look at them as some sort of model. To get something too badly wrong, I couldn't believe it. I was embarrassed as a Liverpool fan. Tottenham and Newcastle have already done it, I expected it, and the football world expected it from Daniel Levy and Mike Ashley. But not from Liverpool, who built themselves up under their owners, as this means more. I'm delighted they've changed their mind." Gary Neville, speaking with Carragher in the live debate, said football had missed a huge opportunity to set the tone following Liverpool's initial decission. "We said there was a huge opportunity for football to set the tone," he said. "It's such an important part in people's lives. It's such an important part of what England transports around the world. Billions of people watch it. There was a really strong chance that if football set the tone, then everybody else would follow and do the right things." It was a move that led to ferocious criticism from fans and former players. The Champions League winners made a profit of £42 million. These scenarios range from best case to worst and everything in between. Former Arsenal forward Ian Wright tweeted to commend the club, saying, "Never too late to do the right thing." And ex-Southampton star Matt Le Tissier also weighed into the debate, applauding Liverpool fans and ex-players for forcing the club's hand. He tweeted, "Well done all the ex-Liverpool players and their own fans whose reaction has led to an about turn from LFC on furloughing." The Anfield club announced on Saturday they intended to take advantage of the coronavirus job retention scheme introduced by Chancellor Rishi Sunak, with more than half of their non-playing staff be. Fenway Sports Group, Liverpool's owners, who are based in Boston, engaged in discussions with more Liverpool Mayor Joe Anderson, Metro Mayor Steve Rotherham and influential fans union Spirit of. The talks, which also involve Billy Hogan, the club's chief commercial officer and chief finance officer Andy Hughes, but not manager Jurgen Klopp or senior players, resulted in more releasing an Chief Executive Peter Moore wrote, allowing for perspective in these unprecedented and harrowing times, it is important to address an issue we, as an organization, have been involved in since the we. A range of possible scenarios were considered, including but not restricted to, applying to the coronavirus job retention scheme which pays 80% of salary and guaranteeing the 20% payment. Applying to It is as a direct result of this extensive consultation and our own internal deliberations at various levels throughout the club that we have opted to find alternative means despite our eligibility. We believe we came to the wrong conclusion last week to announce that we intended to apply to the coronavirus retention scheme and furlough staff due to the suspension of the Premier League football. This is not the first time FSG, whose key figures are principal owner John W. Henry, Chairman Tom Werner and President Mike Gordon, have reversed a controversial decision. In February 2016, they abandoned plans to introduce tickets for £77 following a mass walkout at Anfield. FSG are conscious of the way they are publicly perceived and were left in no uncertain terms that accepting state intervention was not a good look for a company whose turnover was £533 million in the Some of those staff who were initially furloughed will now return to their positions. It is up to heads of department to decide how the workforce is distributed, but Moore warned that Liverpool will. Moore said, in the spirit of transparency, we must be clear, despite the fact we were in a healthy position prior to this crisis, our revenues have been shut off yet our outgoings remain. And like almost every sector of society, there is great uncertainty and concern over our present and future. Like any responsible employer concerned for its workers in the current situation, the club continues to prepare for a range of different scenarios around when football can return to operating as it. It is an unavoidable truth that several of these scenarios involve a massive downturn in revenue, with correspondingly unprecedented operating losses. Having these vital financial resources so profoundly impacted would obviously negatively affect our ability to operate as we previously have. We are engaged in the process of exploring all avenues within our scope to limit the inevitable damage.